Okay, what's up, guys? So I seen this in my recommendation box, uploaded by Nikki Swift, and yeah, actors' mistakes that cost the filmmakers a ton of money. And it looked like they had the one movie, that not the Hateful Eight. It was the not Django, freaking Quentin Tarantino. Was it it was the Hateful Eight, because I always get the Hateful Eight and the Magnificent Seven. I always get those movies confused with each other. But yeah, the Hateful Eight. It was the Hateful Eight, and I think there was a scene in there where he broke a guitar, and there was like a very, very famous guitar and stuff. So I think, yeah, that was the thumbnail, and yeah, I think that was the one that I do remember hearing of. And so yeah, and it looks like that there's other movies along with it. Like I can't be that actor where I make a mistake like that. Like I'm like, nah, can you just get a prop or something that looks similar to it? But I can't do the actual, like if they say it was Tupac's BMW, and they're all like, okay, you gotta crash this into a building, you know, and then but you also gotta jump out. I'm like, first off, I don't jump out of cars. Second, I don't crash a car into a building. Third, this is Tupac's car. Can you like use another BMW that looks like it, and then when I make my money off of this movie, let me buy this BMW? Because no, I'm not gonna crash this car then watch it blow up or something, or mess itself up. Like no, no. But anyways, yeah, let's press that sub button, watch this video.
Everyone has anxiety about their job, but imagine if everything you did at work was constantly scrutinized by everyone in the entire world. Sounds terrible, right? But that's exactly what every Hollywood actor goes through, so it's no wonder that many actors have nightmares about standing on stage naked or forgetting their lines. But while botching dialogue in the buff sounds extremely embarrassing, it would be infinitely preferable to actually screwing up so bad that your mistake cost your boss tens of thousands of dollars, which is exactly what some of Hollywood's biggest stars have done. Lights, camera, accidents. Let's look at some.
Well, if the movie makes like $100 million in box office, then why should it be a problem? Like that shouldn't be a problem. Like that's, come on now.
Actors who made very costly, very awkward, and expensive mistakes.
Action! Gag reel.
Wow.
Brando's overnight flight oversight. Shooting The Godfather wasn't exactly smooth sailing. According to Harlan Lebo's book, The Godfather Legacy,
watch that movie. I watched a little bit of the first one, like maybe the first few minutes of it, and after that I just didn't watch it. I remember I played like the video game on PSP, but I never sat down and watched that movie. I need to do that one of these days.
Pacino botched a stunt jump during the scene where Michael Corleone makes a mad leap onto his getaway car's bumper. Pacino painfully twisted his ankle and strained a ligament, and the injury forced him to alternately use crutches, a wheelchair, and a cane to move around between takes. Several major scenes needed to be rescheduled so Pacino could recuperate from the accident. But Pacino's mistake sounds like peanuts compared to Marlon Brando's scheduling snafu. On his very first day of shooting, the legendary actor was supposed to show up to the New York Eye and Ear Hospital. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. Brando missed his overnight flight from Los Angeles to New York, a seemingly small setback that cost producers plenty of cash and a full day of shooting. Brando's scene was rescheduled for the following day, but his flightiness, or lack thereof, set producers back a whopping $40,000.
I want you to rest well, and a month from now, this Hollywood big shot's gonna give you what you want.
Eric Stoltz caught with his McFly down. In one of life's alternate timelines, Eric Stoltz would have played Marty McFly in the Back to the Future trilogy. Stoltz was initially cast as the lead in the classic 1985 sci-fi comedy, and even played McFly for 5 weeks. Unfortunately, director Robert Zemeckis didn't like his performance, despite being in Zemeckis' word.
I know, I was just like, what was this, like part 3, part 4, like the unknown one we never seen or something? Because I'm like, I remember this scene where he's like, yeah, looking at his dad, and he's like that and stuff. I'm like, hold on a second, like that can't be, no, that can't be the first one. But dang, I did not know. That is a fact of that movie I did not know.
Magnificent actor. Stoltz reportedly couldn't tackle the comedic beats required for the role. Producer Steven Spielberg agreed, and the Universal brass gave Zemeckis the go-ahead to replace Stoltz with Michael J. Fox, the director's original choice for the role. According to Cassine Gaines's book, We Don't Need Roads, the making of the Back to the Future trilogy, Stoltz was gutted when Zemeckis fired him. But for cast and crew, his departure may not have been the worst news in the world. Co-star Leah Thompson claims Stoltz could be very difficult. He had reportedly driven folks around the bend with his dedication to Stanislavski method acting techniques, provoking eye rolls aplenty. Between recasting the film and rejiggering the shooting schedule to accommodate Fox, $3 million was added to the budget.
But I wanted to tell you that it's been educational.
Yeah,
Kurt Russell
that definitely was educational. That I did not know about the movie.
A guitar hero. Veteran actor Kurt Russell could be accused of chewing scenery in classic 80s schlock such as Big Trouble in Little China. And after his colossal mistake on the set of Quentin Tarantino's 2015 western The Hateful Eight, he can also be accused of smashing up extraordinarily expensive props. To set the scene, actress Jennifer Jason Leigh portrays outlaw Daisy Domergo, who strums a guitar at one point in the film, but not just any guitar. The instrument was a vintage Martin guitar from the 19th century, loaned out by the Martin Guitar Museum in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. While shooting his scene alongside Lee, an unfortunate misunderstanding on Russell's part led to an expensive catastrophe. The intention was to swap out the instrument, replacing the Martin with a shoddy prop guitar, which Russell would subsequently pry from Lee's hands. Apparently, Russell didn't get the memo.
Give me that guitar. Music time's over.
This cut wound up in the final film, and Lee's reaction to the gaffe was genuine. Russell destroyed a guitar worth roughly $40,000. Lee told Billboard he was so distraught upon realizing his mistake that his eyes literally welled up. Dick Boak, the equally distraught director of the Martin Guitar Museum, told Reverb, as a result of the incident, the company will no longer loan guitars to movies under any circumstances.
Yeah.
How much?
$10,000.
Damn. Edward James Olmos.
Yeah, I remember when I heard about that, and I was like, man, that's crazy. Yeah, I didn't realize how much it cost, but I did know that it was like a museum like guitar, and it was like, I think they said, I don't know if it was like played by famous people or not, but yeah, they said like her reaction was real. What else? It was, yeah, that was a scene that was just like, dang. And then also the museum place, they was just like, yeah, we ain't gonna loan out any more guitars. I don't care. Like, you could come here and record and stuff, but and record the guitars, like post it as a YouTube video, but you ain't gonna go and rent out a guitar if you're gonna be doing stuff like that. Like, dang, that would be kind of like devastating. I probably would. And then they did keep it in the final movie.
Mayhem.
So
if Edward James Olmos ever meets Kurt Russell, these two will have an instant icebreaker. Both men broke exceedingly expensive props that weren't meant to be destroyed. In Olmos's case, the gaffe occurred while filming a 2007 episode of the epic reboot of sci-fi classic Battlestar Galactica, a series glossily shot at Vancouver Film Studios on film and HD. Entitled Maelstrom, the episode features Olmos's character Admiral Adama tinkering with an intricate model ship. While cameras rolled, the actor was apparently bitten by the improvisation bug and went for broke, literally. As an actor, it's important to take risks, but maybe not a risk that involves destroying expensive props. It turns out the model was a genuine museum-quality ship the show was renting, according to executive producer Ronald D. Moore. This isn't a prop, this was hundreds of dollars. Hundreds of dollars might be putting it mildly. During a panel discussion at the 2012 Planet Comic-Con, Olmos suggested the one-of-a-kind piece was in fact worth roughly $200,000.
No one told me it cost that much. Boom! Oh, what happened? What? What happened? Oh, this is one of a kind. Oh.
Tor reported the trashed model was included in a January 2009 auction, so perhaps some ravenous Battlestar Galactica.
There's like hundreds of dollars. I'm like, bruh, I could easily just give that back. Like, if that's the case. But 200,000, like, dang, I think, yeah, if I had been the director, I've been sitting there just, watching just to see. Then all of a sudden, he just starts coming along like, no, wait, whoa, bro, like, no, you can't, that's a no can do, like, you can't do that.
Is dutifully gluing it all back together this very minute.
Find anything else, let me know right away.
If I find anything else, I may retire early.
Noel Marshall's savage mistake. You know what's a bad idea? Casting yourself and your family alongside 150 lions, leopards, tigers, jaguars, and elephants, and capturing every scream on film as everyone is mauled. That's how filmmaker Noel Marshall created the 1981 stinker Roar, which is generally considered the most dangerous movie ever made.
Yeah, they got you near a bunch of wild animals like that is kind of scary.
The film stars Noel Marshall, his two sons John and Jerry, his then wife Tippi Hedren, and her daughter Melanie Griffin. While filming, the whole cast was routinely savaged by lions, who charged at the actors and occasionally clawed at their faces. Noel reportedly wouldn't always yell cut, as his family begged for help because he didn't want to lose a take. Hedren suffered multiple scalp wounds. Griffith temporarily quit, fearing she'd wind up with only half a face.
Noel, for whatever reason,
yeah, that movie
was
does
kind of
sound
tempting
dangerous.
the lions.
I couldn't
You
have
could
done
feel
that.
the energy of the cats getting more and more aggressive.
Ringmaster Noel Marshall was bitten so many times that he wound up hospitalized with gangrene. The production went wildly over budget and cost $17 million, making it one seriously lavish Hollywood clunker. Hedren must have longed for a simpler time when she was merely being attacked by angry birds.
And you gotta watch out for
But yeah, it's like...
okay?
Taraji P. Henson's Maserati mishap. A stunt gone wrong drawing production of Babak Najafi's 2018 thriller Proud Mary cost the filmmakers a hefty chunk of change. The scene involved Empire actress Taraji P. Henson at the wheel of a deliriously expensive silver Maserati and maniacally speeding through the streets of Lawrence, Massachusetts. Henson was quite keen on performing all the required stunt driving herself. Prior to the incident, she had reportedly pulled off all the skids and swerves with ease for 4 solid takes. The 5th take didn't go so swell.
I just miscalculated the turn and I forgot the fire hydrant was there, and you know, the fire hydrant, hey, meet the Maserati, and water was all in the car. And
A professional Maserati enthusiast told TMZ the repairs would likely cost around $12,000.
As the executive producer, I got out, I was like, oh my God, this is gonna cost us, right? I'm putting myself in timeout.
Wow, that I did not know. Yeah, that's, you know, that movie looks, I might have to watch that movie. That movie does look pretty good. That is a dog in the background. But, yeah, dang. That's kind of, like, messed up. And it's, like, scary because it's just, you know, you're doing this movie. And then, all of a sudden, like, something, like a mistake like that happens. Yeah, I don't know. Like, me as a director or producer, you know, I would have to, like, okay, like, I need time to just cope and, you know, just be like, all right, I need to just relax, take a breather because I can't breathe right now. The fact that we just like messed up something that was really, really important, and yeah, I would imagine it's difficult doing movies. That's why it's like, get fake stuff. You know, if you're gonna get a prop, get a prop that's gonna just cost you like $20. If it costs $20, then you should be okay. You're gonna be doing stunts with the car. Make sure it's like in a much more open area. So it's just like when you are doing your stunts, you know, you swerving, going crazy and things, then it's just like, okay, cool. Like, I'm in an open area. I don't have to worry about, unless you flip the car, then that's one thing. Then it's just like, okay, you need a stunt driver. But yeah, and then with guitars, I'm like, yeah, like I said, all that stuff, make sure it's fake or you hire the right people to do it. But and then at the Roar movie with the lions like that, I'm like, see, you know, I'm not doing this. Like, it better be like some fake, like, you know, have it where it's like a man in a lion suit and then he's just like getting some fake paws and hitting me and stuff. That I could do. I'd be cool with that. You know, have a little fake lion head bite me on my neck, some fake blood squirt out. I'm cool with that. But a real life lion, I better have saved this lion as a cub. Okay, saved him from some wild animals as a cub, like nourished him to a full-grown adult lion as he got older, and then most likely will think about doing a movie like that. But for the most part, no, we're gonna be doing a friendly man and lion movie where we just wandering the wilderness and the wildlife just with us. But it ain't gonna be like me and him fighting, because then he might get into his like, oh, okay, I got me some flashbacks. I gotta take it out on this guy. And I'm like, I don't need that in my life. So, anyways, yeah. And these movies I don't know, man. I have to definitely watch them all. I mean, I have seen The Hateful Eight. But yeah, for the and Back to the Future. But yeah, I gotta see the other movies and things. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you go subscribe to Nikki Swift for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you.